Hey loves, welcome to my world of love and relationship. My name is Jain, and in today's show I will be taking a dive on Tantric Sensuality. And I tell you, there is currently a wave on Tantric Sensuality, and if this is your first time of hearing this, I say welcome to my class as I try to break it down as simple as I possibly can. Now, Tantric Sensuality is a whole new way of being in a sensual connection that allows you access to, a more deeper levels of feelings, sensation, and energy. Plus, ultimately, it allows you access more of who you truly are. All right. Now, this type of sensuality is simple, but yet very profound. It's all about you wholeheartedly celebrating the sacredness of your body and your desire, even as you bring a quality of mindful awareness to the shared expression of pleasure that you feel within yourself and with your partner. Okay? So just have it at the back of your mind that practicing tantric sensuality in your bedroom can help you release shame, it can help you release trauma, or any of those blocks that you tend to have around, the act of passion, so that you could unleash that transformative power of your sensual energy, which of course will invariably lead you to some of the most soul-shattering climax that you could ever experience in your lifetime. Now, I hope I have not lost you in any way, shape, or form, okay? Because to be honest, tantric sensuality is deep. It is deep and sacred, and not a lot of Africans are aware of this dimension of passion, let alone even practice it. So if you want to understand what I'm talking about, you need to first know that tantric sensuality is just one part of a spiritual belief system called Tantra. It's an ancient Indian practice that dates back, for more than 5,000 years. And Tantra stems back to at least the 7th century, if not earlier. And it has long appeared in various forms in texts in Hindu, Buddhist, and even Jain traditions. So in Sanskrit, the word Tantra means woven together. So people who practice Buddhist and Hindu meditation also practice tantric sensuality as well, and as a way to weave the physical with the spiritual. It is way more intense. So just know that Tantra refers to weaving together or uniting the masculine and feminine forces or energy within two lovers and collapsing the polarity between them. Now, the purpose of Tantra is to discover an aesthetic union with your partner beyond your personal sense of self. You're selfless when it comes to experiencing Tantra sensuality. It's not all about you. It's about bringing the fire of your sensual energy, your passion and desires into alignment with your heart, your spirit, and the sense of goodness in your life. So when these forces come into balance and harmony, the spark of interpersonal magic between you and your partner really starts flying, and then intimacy becomes something really more powerful, more transcendent, and more profoundly beautiful for you. Not just you alone, but for your mate. So I'm talking about that kind of lovemaking that feels truly connected, truly aligned, massively powerful, and ultimately that kind that is filled with the utmost respect and devotion between you and your partner. This kind of intimacy, I tell you, evokes your higher self and leaves you overflowing with love. Time slows down, your intuition expands, and you can find yourself in a nearly psychedelic realm of orgasmic possibilities that you might not have heard of or even experienced or even imagined.
Tantra means extreme discipline. It's not unbridled promiscuity. Learning to use your body and your mind like you would use some other outside instrument. 100% rooted in the body, nothing outside.
Sounds pretty good, right? Now, this is what happens during tantric intimate acts, but I need to tell you, I need to say this, that tantric sensuality involves a wide range of activities. It doesn't always include, that same kind of activities that involves penetration and, physical stimulation of those pleasure zones, which a lot of times most people associate with during intimate movement, okay? Because a typical Tantra session involves the subtle realms of intimacy, like slow embraces, gentle kisses, gentle caresses, just being present within your body and focusing on the movement of energy that runs between you and your partner. All right? I hope you are aware that you give off certain kind of energy all the time, right? So you've got to know, you've got to be aware of what kind of energy is taking place at the moment between you and your partner's bodies. All right? Great. Now realize that sometimes during Tantra passion, you're barely moving. And the focus is on the meditative, devotional dimension of which most people are impatient with. But if you can relax and take things slowly, or maybe in the heat of the moment, you ramp up, but still yet manage to slow down the action, trust me, you would find yourself making love for hours. And the enjoyment you feel will keep building. Plus, it's also interesting to know that men who oftentimes release too quickly can also explore these practices like edging through, Tantra. When I mean edging, I'm talking about, getting close to your climax and backing off, which of course will build your ability to last longer and hold more pleasure before flipping over into climax. I talked about edging before, so maybe you should just check through my channel and find out a video on edging. Now that said, have it at the back of your mind that all sensual energies can be tantric if and when done with a sense of awareness. All right, you need to be actively aware of what's happening to your partner in the moment, and don't be distracted because Tantra needs full concentration. And I want to make it clear that Tantric Sensuality can drive you into the raw, intense, and animalistic spaces where your body's instinctual intelligence takes over and you're blind to pleasure. And need I say that breath work is also central to this act. And if you want to be a good lover, you need to learn how to use your breath and awareness to move a deeper energy throughout your whole body. And by doing so, you're awakening the capacity for full body pleasure rather than just having to experience a pleasure that is localized specifically in a genitalia. All right, so I am going to be showing you some tantric sensual positions and practices to try out with your spouse. One, you need to create a sacred space, and this is very important if you want to connect on a deeper level. You must consciously disconnect from the mundane world and enter into the world of the divine, the world of pleasure. Turn off devices, light candles or incense, and gather any special treats like chocolates or berries, and purify yourself by taking a shower and dressing in something really lovely. Put on fragrances. Purify your space by tidying up and putting away, laundry that has been piled up for months or for weeks or for days. And it's also best that you skip heavy meals or go light on food in order to be fully present. Remember, Tantra requires your highest level of awareness or intuitiveness, So you're going to be setting intentions for this session of pleasure by saying to your partner that your intention is to show them with your body how much you love them or how curious you are to explore deeply their bodies. Okay? Number 2, eye gazing or soul gazing. This is going to be so intense because in the powerful gaze of your partner, there is nowhere to hide. And you're just right there, practically revealing yourself to them with all that you feel and all that you are. You see them fully, while at the same time you're letting yourself to be seen. It's a really powerful thing to do. So this is what you do. You sit up straight on a pillow or chair facing your partner. You can look them eyeballs to eyeballs or just gaze softly at them. And also you can hold their hands if you like. All right? And let the love that is inside of your heart shine through your eyes. Gazing at your beloved, seeing the divine spark in their eyes, marveling at the pure life force that is animating them. And remember, the pure life force is the same thing as energy, all right? So you're just honestly and patiently feeling the sacredness of this simple movement together. So you could try this for 2 minutes and notice what emotion or what sensation comes up. Or even if you find yourself tempted to look away, you need to discover what's happening between you and your partner. And please, it isn't a staring competition, all right? So you can always close your eyes for a few seconds and then open them again. Just feel and allow things flow through naturally between you and your partner. Now, the third tantric position is what I call the hands on heart circuit. And trust me, this one flows super nicely after gazing into your partner's eyes. So while you're sitting facing each other with soft gaze, bring your hands to your own heart and breathe up into your heart, thinking about what makes you love your partner. And as you feel the love that is swelling up in your heart for your partner, you could reach across and place your right hand on your partner's heart. And they can place their right hand on your heart as well. It's powerful, very powerful. Trust me, you wouldn't understand what I'm saying until you do it. Now, don't forget to synchronize your breathing with slow, deep, nourishing breath. It may look funny, but if you just concentrate and not be distracted, you will feel things deeply and intensely for each other. And if your love was in a rut, it will begin to emanate more. Number 4, tantric massage. Now, tantric massages are another powerful part of tantric passion or intimacy, and of course it's one that can be the key to multiple orgasm for both of you. Trust me on that, because in tantric massage, one partner gets to just lie back and receive, so that they get the chance to tune into their own pleasure and sexual energy and just maybe discover how that energy is trying to explode through their bodies. And this happens while the other partner moves their hands slowly, sensually, and meditatively along their bodies so as to let their partners feel every single sensation. All right, so all said and done, you may just want to know what the purpose of tantric sensuality or tantric lovemaking is all about. We have this whole array of goals and expectations around intimacy that, automatically puts pressure on us to be in a certain way. All right, and so we find ourselves following certain routines and habits, and invariably we just keep getting ourselves stuck in a rut. But you know what makes Tantra a lot more better is that Tantra is all about throwing all of that out of the window and starting fresh with a beginner's mind. You're redefining intercourse by making it more about intimacy, connection, rather than just a race to reach an orgasm. So I would urge you to embrace your sensuality in a deeper spiritual level. And that's why I do not encourage people to have multiple, intimate partners. All right. And with that, I hope that you could go practice Tantra and take your sensuality to a whole new, deeper level from the rot or monotony that you feel. Okay. Until next time, do have a swell time.